Okay, so in today's update about Near Protocol, at first I'm going to check out the possibility of having a relatively deep move on the downside starting from here, and then I'm going to talk about some potentially bullish patterns that could be happening right now, and we are going to see how likely is it for those patterns to play out. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great time with your family and loved ones. And if you remember the last time that we talked about Near Protocol, I think we were right around these areas, and I was saying our move up can continue a little bit more, but then we may have a relatively deep move on the downside. And by that, I didn't really mean this move right in here. I mean, maybe like a deeper move on the downside, something like this. Why is that? Because there is a chance that to around the highest side, about let's say $2.7, we have completed a 5-wave impulsive structure up. And here is how I can argue that. Let's zoom in more. Okay. So I think we can say this is one correction for wave 2, another move up into wave 3, correction for 4, and this can be, I guess, to about this point our final move up into wave 5, which on a higher degree might be into wave 3, and then this might be just a correction for another move up into wave 5. This scenario can be in play, and if this is happening, well, okay, after an impulse we are going to get a move down, and even if we are bullish and our move down is going to be a correction, well, okay, that's going to be into, you know it, a wave 2, and then we're going to get big move up into wave 3, 4, 5. And this is the key. One very important characteristic of a wave 2 is being quite a deep move down. That was my main argument for why I said in the previous update, we may see soon in Near Protocol, one way or the other, a move on the downside. Question is, can we say this scenario exactly is playing out? The answer is yes, but I think we can all kind of agree that this move down into our wave 2, time and also lengthwise, doesn't really look like this move into our wave 4. And do not get me wrong, this can happen, but it's not really going to be my primary scenario. In my primary case, I'm gonna argue now, this is into our wave 3 to about this point. Let's just do it, okay? And then we may have a correction structure into our wave 4, maybe to about here or possibly a bit lower, not that important. And if this is happening, well, okay, in Near Protocol, odds are we are going to have at least another move up into our wave 5, and then it will be time to have a deeper move down. Now, let's go on 15-minute time frame, and I'm not sure if like classic patterns, but if you do, I guess this can be a bullish triangle structure right in here. And what is the target for this pattern can be, you need to, first things first, put your chart on regular scale. This is a very, very important point. I cannot stress this enough. And then you have to measure the height of your pattern from here to about this point and put it at your breaking point. That is giving you about like a $3 Near Protocol, and I do think that is kind of realistic. Now, in terms of Elliott Waves, I do not believe this is actually a triangle structure and A, B, C, D, E. I think if you want to say this point is the low of our correction and we're not going to go any lower, odds are we are having in this move down ABC into wave W, correction for wave X, and another A, B, C zigzag to about here into our wave Y, completing the subwaves for a double zigzag. And these can be a series of 1-2s, meaning this might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into 1, correction for wave 2, and then big move up into wave 3, 4, 5, which on a higher degree might be into a wave 3, and then correction for another move up into wave 5. Now, this is the key, pay attention. If this scenario is happening in Near Protocol and we are having a series of 1-2s, well, okay, in the short term, you need to see a rather strong move on the upside in Near in order to get a break out of this important ascending channel right in here. And let's just adjust the lines a little bit. There we go. Why is this so important? Because if we do break this channel on the upside, at that point, we can say it with a lot of confidence that we are on our way to complete the subwaves for this wave 3, and our pullback phase to the higher band of the channel can be a correction for 4, another move up into wave 5, which again on a higher degree is into wave 3, correction for 4, another move up into wave 5, so on and so forth. So from my point of view, I'm gonna wait a little bit more and see in Near Protocol, are we going to do something like this or not. If we do it at that point, I can consider a $3 target for like very, very short term. On the other hand, if we have like another move on the downside, at that point, I'm gonna start looking for some subwaves to consider for overall in this area a correction structure. And even in here, I'm going to, I believe, remain optimistic and say after this is over, we're gonna have another move up. So for now, if you like classic patterns, all eyes on this triangle structure. If you like Elliott Waves, all eyes on this ascending channel. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in your protocol. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.